making your business more personal by systemizing it. Systemization sounds to me like one of those big company terms, and one of the whole reasons for setting up in business in the first place was to move away and get away from all that big company nonsense. But systemizing your business can actually make you and give you a much more personal relationship with your clients. So systemization does definitely sound corporate, very corporate. And to some extent, I always think of motorway services. So motorway services, really, all you want to do is to stretch your legs a bit and go to the toilet. That's all you want to do. Unfortunately for the accountants who work for service stations, there's no charge for doing either of those things. So they have a whole load of systems for making sure that you spend money between entering their establishment and leaving. So you'll find the toilets are right at the back, and they take you on a circuitous route, and then they have this sensory bombardment where there'll be smells of lovely, comforting food, smells of coffee. There'll be a visual display of all sorts of stuff as you walk around. There'll be all sorts of visual things that you might like to see. There'll be things to trip over, all of that. And it's all part of their systemized approach to make sure that they get as much money as they can, given that actually what you want to do is all free to you. And that's the sort of big company stuff that I'm sort of referring to. But there is another side to systemization, and it's a side that can really help you as a small business owner. So systemization, it sounds quite sort of scary, intimidating, and what is it? What does it mean? What it really means is just setting a number of rules out so that you only have to make decisions once. So if you've decided how you want to buy stationery, how you want your customer orders, how you want your supplier invoices to be done, you just make sure that that's known, written down and known, so that you have rules on how that things are done. What this means is that you can decide how things are dealt with just once, instead of every time that something crops up you have to deal with it separately and have to clutter your brain and clutter your time by dealing with it many times. In practical terms, is that either more junior staff, not you, can decide things because you've already given them the formula through which they can make that decision, or that you can actually systemize it so that the computer can do it. In this day and age, computers can do so much, and one or the other means that it frees you for time. So in many ways, it is quite ironic that to systemize your business is to standardize it, and standardizing it by its nature means it's not personal. So why do I say that systems create a personalized business? Well, I do this because what it allows to happen is that all the basic routine things that can go on in a business go on just through the system, and you don't need to get involved in them if they're all set up correctly. To my experience, that clients and customers are not really interested in the business owner getting greatly involved in all the bits and pieces of the minutiae of the business and the routine things that happen. Where they want a personal business is after that's being done, is how it's then interpreted and how you do things that are then personal to them. And by systemizing that basic work, it allows you to personalize and a great deal of personal attention to the client. It allows you to spend time with them, and it just gives you more time and space in your brain to actually think about what they really want. But of course, systemizing can do more than that. It can give you time, so you might be overworked, so it can bring back your workload to more sensible levels, or it can give you more time just not to spend on your business, enjoy yourself, or it can give you time to develop and grow your business. And that's a whole load of choice, and choice is what having your own business is all about. If you want to give a more personal service, or indeed if you want more time for yourself, then I'd recommend getting systems in so that the routine work is done and you can give a more personal service. You're very welcome to subscribe to this channel, to like the videos, or indeed to comment on them. Thank you.